Well. Oh, that's too loud, isn't it? Well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, class. How are we all doing today? Good, excellent. So, the other day we were talking, and it suddenly dawned on me that yeah, maybe we need to do some reorganization, right? Given excuse me, given don't worry about it, not important. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is that given the lack of administrative support, and given you all of your like desire to not allow me to seek additional administrative support, we're gonna have to do a little bit of reorganization. And so that's what the conversation we'll be having today is about. What are we gonna class? Reorganization. I keep spelling organization with a Z, and it's just bad habit of mine. Yes, well, such is life, isn't it? Better get used to it. Okay, let's have a snap on that. Yeah, essentially that is the point. Um, we've talked now a few times about the ideas of of or rather I've talked a few times on the idea of allowing. Oh, why is this not straight? Is this not straight? No, it is straight. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was not straight. Anyway, not important. Um, of sort of because. So here's the thing, right? Everyone signed up. Yes, well, everyone signed up to be able to converse, and I think we sort of expanded the server a little bit too much. And the problem with that is that not how you spell organization? It is with a Z. It's the difference between, yeah, okay, it should be. It's the same bloody thing, man. I'll just spell it using a Z in the future. I'll get. You know what? Okay, there we go. Oh, that looks so much better. Anyway, so my issue is we have had essentially a given that I don't have administrative support right now, it is really difficult for me to see everyone's comments all the time, right? Because when our two administrators were both active, I was simply able to rely on them to essentially, point out the more interesting or the funnier or the more annoying comments that we were getting in the Discord. Whereas now, because they're both on sick leave, and again, you lot refuse to allow me to bring in additional administrators, it means that I have to do this, like all by myself. And I realize that only half of you are doing it to make my life more difficult. The other half actually like our two administrators. I do as well. They're fantastic people. But given that, once again, we have had this poll, we have had actually an election on this, or no, not an election, a referendum on this issue. And the referendum came back very, very concretely, right? It wasn't just a plurality of the options, it was a set, like super majority, 70% of people have decided, backed for one reason or another, backed the idea that it's either our two old administrators or no administrators. And so because this is super majority backed, we're doing a lesson in democracy, actually. Let me just write this. See, look at that. It tells me that it's wrong. I think the Z is the American spelling. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So let's say super majority 70% greater than 70% backed. No, that's not it. 70% backed, not inviting new administrators. Right, so what are we to do? What am I to do? Well, I have to do something about this. So therefore, therefore, we talked about. Therefore, one, we've talked about splitting chat privileges into 7 segments. So 7, i.e., 7 classes. It doesn't have to be 7 classes. I mean, there are 1,000 of you, so, or at max there are 1,000 of you, so maybe 5, either 5 or 10 classes works as well. Of, you know, like evenly divided viewers, and depending on what day it is, the only viewers of that day will get speaking privileges. Oh my god. Well, otherwise, again, right? Like the no, I very much enjoy. Oh, come on. Obviously, I don't hate our administrators. Otherwise, why would I bring them in? Keep in mind, right? Like our first administrator is, or she was technically my assistant. So no, it's just. You know, I think most of your assistants would probably want me as a boss rather than you lot. Can I just put that out there? I mean, we've had this conversation before. I'm a much better boss than most of you are, right? So anyway, not important, not 5 to 10 sections. Each section has stream chat. Let's call it stream chat privileges on the day of. And so we will then cycle through days, right? So I'm more inclined to doing it in 5 sections because I think 200 is probably, I can probably do it, as opposed, and with 100 then, like, essentially it means you get only to talk 10% of the time, whereas with 5 seconds that means you get to talk 20% of the time, right? So it does add up a little bit. Like what if we do 3 sections? That's a good question. So there's no cross. There's no. So we're gonna do it. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't. No. Oh. Into X. Hold on. BI, there we go. And over here we'll do X, BI, X equals, right now, let's say 5 sections, four sections. I think I can do 4 sections. So we'll just keep that one there. Excellent. So yeah, so the idea would then be that, like, 2 days. And that will teach you some checking your privilege. Yes, indeed. Live stream. Chat is still open. So everything else remains the same, right? Other chat remains open as usual. And so for those of you who might come here in the future to look to I don't know why you would come in the future to read hear this, but it doesn't really matter. The idea is, at least on the Discord server, that there is no limit. Everyone can go everyone else, or everyone can go everywhere else except me. Even though I own the entire thing, I am not allowed in the corporation channels. I'm not allowed in the club channels because they get to say all the bad things about me in those places. So everyone is generally allowed in all of the corporation channels, with the exception that you have to be actually invited into the corporation by the leaders of that particular corporation. Blah blah blah. Not important. Point is, this kind of class organization is only it's only for the stream to make Sidewinder. Can we get you in as an administrator? Maybe. Probably not, unfortunately. Therefore, to make my life muses life. I can't type. Remember, I have a broken finger, guys. Come on. To make my life easier for streaming. And also, Sidewinder, it's actually like they literally do not allow me to, right? Like, we actually held a referendum and they were like, nah. It's either the old 2 administrators or no administrators. So we've been sort of running with no administrators for what, like 2 months, 3 months now? And it's not great for me, right? Because even right now I'm looking at the Discord chat and it's scrolling by like this. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. It's just doing that. And so I only catch like every 10, 15 messages. Well, okay, it's not going that fast. It's probably going like, let me see if I can do a nice demonstration. It's going by like this. Yeah, like that. So I mean, I can read some of it. I can't read all of it though, right? So if we drop down, in this case, if x is equal to 4, that would mean maximum 250 people who are able to type. Then I think that will make it easier for me to actually read those particular chats, right? So the point is this: better school class engagement. Right, because obviously I'm already engaged with all of our public school viewers, given that there are only what, like 2, 3, 5. Oh, 5. Oh, hello. That's a lot, right? Right. So I mean, there are maximum. There are how many of you are on Discord? 848. So like, there's a difference, right? I can engage with the public school, like so i.e. the YouTube and Twitch viewers, no problem. But for you lot, it doesn't technically work because there is. Oh, excuse me. Why is it like this? Okay, well, I'll figure it out afterwards. No worries. So yeah, while I can engage with the public school viewers just fine, with the private school viewers, it is a little bit, yeah. So that's why we want to make sure that I can still maintain the engagement that we started with, right? I've heard some complaints about from some of our earlier boys and girls who I mean, yeah, when we started, it was what, like, it was just me. It was just me because I was just streaming without streaming to anywhere. And then it was just me to a group of like 20 people. And then we just kept adding, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily mind it. I'm sure they mind it more than I do, but that's kind of the point, right? So how will we do this? Let's see, it's split into classrooms. Remember, we are apparently a school. I don't know how this. Oh, I'm bread. I don't know where bread is. We haven't seen Brett in a while. No, we have. He pops by, says goodnight, and then just like fucks off to bed or something. Doesn't matter. So each classroom will have server max divided by 4 divided by x. There we go. Equals let's call it classmate. Each classroom will be labeled from 1 to. Believe it or not, this is actually how you would normally denote these things. So yeah, each classroom will be labeled for that, and then we will iterate through the classroom. Let's do that. No, we'll do it in a 4. I can't believe I'm about to do this. Okay, let's do this. While true. Is a while loop the best way to do this? Probably. Classroom speakers chat through the new classroom. You know what? No, actually, we'll do this. I is equal to 1, and then we'll do. If I is larger than x plus 1. Oh, we should have started with 0. I knew something was wrong. If it's x, we will 0, right? We're gonna delete these curly. I mean, you wanted me to go full nerd, right? So this is what it would actually look like in sort of pseudocode, essentially. While true means that this thing is just going to, it means this block of code is going to just loop infinitely. So for every day that we broadcast, the chat privileges will be of whomever is the classroom currently, and then we'll add 1, and if if we have exceeded this, then we reset the counter and we start from the beginning. There's probably an easier way to do this, yes, but I'm not. Please don't tell me. I genuinely don't care. Because, again, right, like, and this is more of a complaint for our current society than it is about any of you in general. But our society focuses so much on the gritty, in-depth detail. And hi, Quitch, how are you doing today? Our society focuses so hard now on the semantics that we lose track of everything of the greater picture of what we're trying to accomplish, right? And see, I'm seeing code blocks being sent out to me. I don't care. Guys, I don't care. I know. Yes, I simply don't. I know there are infinite ways for me to make this easier, and I can literally write this in assembly, but that's not the point. The point is exactly what I was complaining about, that we are focusing so hard on the semantics, in this case the code, or how to represent the code, or how to write this in a more efficient way, that we lose sight of the greater conversation, which is that I don't want to talk to you for let's say 75% of the time. Right? And that's because there are too many of you for me to really talk to in a single broadcast, right? Like, it doesn't make sense for I could broadcast 4 times longer. That would be 2 hours every day, and as much as I would like to, you guys don't pay me enough to broadcast 2 hours a day. Again, we're getting off topic. Yes. Uh, I okay. I do. Or rather, I know that you guys pay me more than the famous cases, but that is besides the point, right? Because that is a commodity, whereas my broadcast is a specialty service, and that's not to say that I'm special in any way, shape, or form. Only that for you lot in the private, I need to actually add this in. Give me 1 second. For you lot in the private school, um, I am a commodity, right? Like, and I mean that's just the way it is. Public school, public, YouTube. Yes, I know. Don't worry. And then private school. So we will have that. I'm going to. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oh, hello. That's much bigger than I imagined. That's good. There. Shrink that down. Can we put that up there? Let's put that. No. Let's put it on the bottom right, like we always did. Okay, fantastic. YouTube, Twitch, private. There we go. Oh wait, no. I should say. Last. Like. There we go. Okay. So public school classrooms again. Public classrooms are in YouTube and Twitch. Private classrooms are in Discord. There we go. Okay. Right. So to the public, yes, I am just another streamer, another faceless voice that really doesn't say many particularly interesting things to the types of people who would normally watch like streams with faces like this on it, right? But to you lot, I am not a commodity, right? I'm a very very specialized service that you cannot find anywhere else, and that, my friends, that means pricing power is different, right? I realize we're getting where we're getting Well, so that's again. This is sort of my proposal, and I want to see what everyone thinks. I'm proposing this live because it's much easier for me to talk about this rather than for me to type it out. And I really didn't like it. I wasn't going to make a private only broadcast for something mildly trivial like this, right? So, yeah, like let me. Why? Actually, that's a good point. Why don't you discuss it within your corporations? Mm. Mm. I like that idea. That's a wonderful idea. Corporations, people. Therefore, corporations can take part in classrooms, and that's actually I like that. This is a wonderful. We are doing a dry run for 2024. Yes, dry run. Yeah, let's do this. Elections 2024. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this live. No, we're classrooms. And so what that means is then suddenly X is a question mark, right? Because oh Quitch. We are we are trying to figure out how to reorganize the server so that I can actually read what people say during the stream, as opposed to right now where they all talk at the same time and the chat just flows too quickly for me to actually read properly. And just to rehash, yeah, when our two administrators were part of the Discord, and it was a lot easier for me because they could point out things to me. But yeah, since they're both kind of sick and busy, it makes it a little bit harder. Anyway, going back to what we're talking right now, if corporations are people, we don't have that many corporations. I'll just put an upper limit on, let's say upper limit on personages. How many do we have right now? 14, 20, 28. Okay, we have 28 corporations. Well, which if you look at the top, right, 70% of our viewers decided that they do not want me to hire new administrators. So we have 28. Let's say 50 corporations maximum. Corporations. The corporations can have a single corporation account to speak out of. Not to communicate. So that actually doesn't skew our numbers that much, because then because server max is quite a high number. So if we add 50 to that, it doesn't strictly matter. Yeah. So then we'll keep that as x equals 4. We'll need laws to be drafted. So laws to be drafted with public consultation ASAP. I wish, Quitch, that I could simply promote one of the private school classmates to be an administrator, but consultation, yes. Can you imagine any of them wanting to work for me? They already hate me with a passion not seen since, yes, Facebook unlocked the ability for people to hate speech. But which is last week. But that's besides the point. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is they hate me enough, and their whole point of being in the private school is that they can hate on me publicly, semi-publicly, without it affecting their careers, without it affecting like they can say a lot of things that they would normally not be able to say, or that if they said, even in joke, would get them, I don't want to say cancelled, but it would get them in trouble with ethics. Well, not even ethics, just like PR, right? Like public relations. So none of them. I mean, actually, we can ask, but I assume none of them are interested in this. So we will simply. Oh, no, that's okay, Siri. Thank you very much. We will simply go without, and they created their own mess by not allowing me to hire new administrators, and so that's what we're going to do, right? Like, tough luck, guys and girls. Yeah. No, we're good, and I've reached the happy 29-minute limit. So yeah, no, we will definitely do this. Let's do this. I love this idea. So we will essentially promote our corporations into proper personhood. That means, not only can they make unlimited donations in yes, Quitch, my special service that they're paying me exorbitant amounts for is for them to hate me in front of people, in front of each other. Well, not only that, obviously, because there's a very vibrant sort of community that doesn't even need my involvement. But yeah, it grew as that, or it originated as that. Quit! You can't hate me. That'd be wrong, right? Anyway, all that aside, questions and comments from the private school. Yeah, we will draft these laws. We will have a consultation period. I'm sure all of our lawyers will have a lot of fun drafting all sorts of really weird provisions. I will need to probably retain one of them just to make sure that that they don't all work against me. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe we should get them all to. Oh, I like that. I like that. Let me write that down. All lawyers will be drafted in to write the write the regulation. Just like in real world, and then let out to form their private practices. One quick second. All good. So what was I saying? Right? They will let sometimes you get an annoying phone call and then things just kind of like fall off to the wayside. But anyway, the point is, yes, we will do this like the SEC does this. We'll invite private lawyers in to write regulation. They'll work with the regulators for a few years and then they'll fuck off to do their own private practices, uh, just so they can charge corporations fees for consulting on the complex regulations they they wrote themselves. Fantastic, isn't this how this works? Anyway, and what was I gonna write here? Corporations are people. Ish. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for today. Any other questions? Well, the short answer is I don't know when either of our administrators are coming back. The longer answer is something that I'll type up after the broadcast. Any other questions? Guys, put a question mark. Do the Spanish way. Put a question mark at the front. Put a question mark at the end so that I can actually see that it's a question mark. Well, for now, I mean, presumably by tomorrow we'll have this sort of sorted out, and then we'll just have a few much less people. Will. You cannot change between the classrooms now. I will assign classrooms randomly, with the exception of the corporations. I think we will have in our regulations part of the law. Oh, actually, right. Just to completely fuck with the normal people, corporations can spend unlimited funds to place themselves in whatever classroom they want. There we go. Just to make sure that the common folk don't have any 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 thoughts of them being special, right? Corporations are so much more special than you guys. No, obviously that is not true, right? Obviously we're doing this to mock the SEC, SEC, Federal Trade, FTC, SEC, all of those fuckers. Election Commission. Yes. Well, it's because I deal with the SEC on a semi regular basis. So whenever I say anything, SEC is the one that comes out first. Not important. Yeah, so any other questions? No, no, excellent. Okay, we are 5 minutes over. So, having said all of that, once again, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox. Please don't support a monopoly like Chrome. Support a monopoly like myself. And that's it for today. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.